So hi guys, welcome to another episode of the 2003-04 database made by the mad scientists. Last time we looked at the 10 best players that you can buy in the game, and what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the 10 best young players that you can buy in the game. I'm sure all of you have got some idea of who would be in this list, but I'm going to go through it anyway, and what I want to try and do is try and go through a bit quicker than I did in the last one, because I did tend to go on a little bit too much, but I hope you found that video informative. If you haven't seen it yet, then the link is in the description above, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy this one. If you do like the video, guys, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel around here as well, if you like it, then please subscribe so you can watch more content. So I'm just going to get cracking straight into this episode, and the first player that we are going to look at is one that all of you will probably name straight away, and this player is Lionel Messi. Now, at 16 years of age, he has got some fantastic stats. Determination and flair both at 20. His dribbling, finishing, passing, technique, vision, decisions, natural fitness, balance and agility are all at 14. He has got some areas to improve. Long throws marking, not really one of Messi's strong points anyway. Leadership, I'm surprised about. That's only at 1. Positioning, 1. Work rate, I think Lionel Messi works very hard, so he's got that a bit, got that wrong, really. Strength, only a 1 for that. He's actually stronger than he looks. And jumping reach, okay, I'm going to agree with that. Now, I just want to tell you a little bit of a story about Lionel Messi in Football Manager. I don't know if you've heard it or not. I believe I watched it in the Football Manager documentary. But basically, Alex McLeish's son was playing Football Manager, went up to his dad and said, "Dad, you have to sign this 16-year-old. He's from Argentina. He's in Barcelona's youth team. He is sensational. I've got him on my game. I've signed him. He is a world beater. He is going to be the next best player in the world." So Alex McLeish said, all right, son, let's give it a go. They tried to sign him. It didn't work out, but it almost did. He almost joined Rangers. Imagine what would have happened if Lionel Messi had joined Rangers. Now, if you think he would have done the same, or even better, which I probably doubt, then leave your comments in the comment section, guys. Let me know how you think Lionel Messi would have done if he had joined Rangers and Alex McLeish, all because of McLeish's son scouting him on the game. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail about each players. I want to get these in a quick video for you guys so you can see it and go and start buying these players in your 03-04 saves. And I just wanted to say as well, guys, whatever saves you're doing, please leave that in the comment section. I'll be really interested to know who you are managing. And also, if any of you guys have got some YouTube videos of your 2003-04 saves, then leave a link in the comment section as well, guys, so everyone else can check it out. But just so I could check it out as well and see how you guys are playing the database, which has been fantastic for me. And the next player in this list is none other than Cristiano Ronaldo, signed from Sporting Lisbon, all because of his superb performance against Manchester United. Alex Ferguson decided to snap this young kid up. He's currently on the game at Man United, 18 years old, and he has as well got some fantastic stats. To be honest, his stats look better than Lionel Messi's, I would say. However, Messi does have a few 20s, whereas Ronaldo on this has a couple of 18s, a 19 and a couple of 17s. But we all know what type of player Ronaldo has gone on to become. And if he's not one of the first people that you buy, I would be surprised. Obviously, I've been playing as Arsenal manager, so I've not been able to sign him because they won't sign to rivals, plus I had no money. But Cristiano Ronaldo is a superb signing on this game. And the next player we're going to look at was deemed to be the next fat Ronaldo. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Obviously, from his stats on here, you can see, and this guy's a 21-year-old. He has got some fantastic stats. 18 for finishing, 19 for heading, 17 determination, 20 strength, 17 pace. This guy is an absolute beast. And he is definitely one player that I always used to sign back in footy manager, man, back in this year, because this guy was an absolute beast on the game. He was quality. As you can see, he's got some fantastic stats. Unfortunately, in real life, it didn't turn out as well as he had hoped. I think that was after the death of his father. I'm not sure what year that was, but before that, he was in superb form. He won the 4 Scudettas in a row, I think, for Inter Milan. He obviously played for Parma, done really well for them as well. Prolific goal scorer, and I believe he's had stints back in Brazil at FM Trequartistas Flamengo and Corinthians as well. But this is one guy, make sure you check him out. He is exceptional on the game. He will constantly get you goals. I do not deny that. Now, from scoring goals, we're going over to stopping goals now, and that is at Schalke 04's under-19 goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. This guy you can get for an absolute bargain on the game. As you can see, he's got some quality stats that stand out. Eccentricity, I can't even speak. Eccentricity at 18. Determination at 18 as well. He's got 20 for rushing out. Obviously, I'm surprised about how low some of his other stats are, but remember, this guy is 17 years old in the game. He will develop into a quality player. He's got high potential, and obviously in real life, we know that this guy has been phenomenal and unstoppable over the last 10-15 years in top flight football. So here's another one, guys. Make sure you sign Manuel Neuer. Now we're going back over to Italy for our next player. That's Antonio Cassano of Roma. Now this player, again, someone I always used to sign. He is very, very good. Obviously he's a striker and his finishing does look quite low. This guy is not a natural goal scorer. He's a very good player. He's technical. He's good at dribbling. He's got good first touch. He's flair. He's exciting to watch. So much so that his nickname was Fantantonio, which means fantastic Antonio. Obviously, says it in the name. But this guy, he didn't really score that many goals. I believe he gets roughly 1 in 4. But he is definitely one to sign. As you can see, he could play on the left wing, the right wing, behind the striker. That is probably where I would play this player. I wouldn't play him as a striker unless I had 2 people up front. And obviously he can drop off. Play sort of like the Bergkamp role. But he's not an out-and-out goal scorer, this guy. He's more of an entertainer. And yeah. Antonio Cassano, very good player on the game. He's played for a lot of clubs. He has played for Real Madrid, Sampdoria, Milan, Inter, Parma. Obviously as well as Roma. Started at Bari. But this guy is a good player. If you want someone exciting to watch, this is your man. Well, if you like entertainment, then this guy is another one to be watching. He's very exciting. He's good at dribbling, good at technique. Very much like Cassano. He's got good pace, good acceleration. But this player, I think he was more trouble off the pitch than he was on the pitch. And it just didn't work out for him in real life. He obviously got a big move over to Man City, which was obviously well publicised for the fact that he didn't realise there was 2 teams in Manchester when he joined them. And he thought he was joining Man United. But obviously things didn't really work out for him. I believe he's gone back to Brazil to play. But yeah, Rubinho didn't really do too much with himself. Not as much as he potentially could have. He could have been one of the star players. He could have been with the likes of Ronaldo and Messi. But yeah, it just didn't pan out for him that way. But still, this guy is a very good player. Definitely one that I used to sign all the time on the game. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting this guy. Now, Rubinho's teammate Diego is another player to watch. He's younger, but if you look at his stats, he does look like a better all-round player than Rubinho. Can play as a centre midfielder, also as an attacking midfielder. 18 on the game. You could get him for a decent fee as well. 13.5 million there. This guy is definitely one to watch out for. I know that in real life he didn't really turn out as well as he could have done. Again, much like Rubinho. I know he won some titles with Porto and Atletico Madrid. I think he won the UEFA Cup in 2012. But apart from that, nothing stood out. But his record overall, as a goal scoring midfielder, is pretty good. I believe he's got roughly 1 in 3, 1 in 4, which is excellent. Obviously a better return than Cassano that we saw earlier in this list. So if you want a goal scoring midfielder, this is one player to get. Now we're going to stay in South America for the next player, and this is one guy that really, really was superb when he played, wherever he played, to be fair, and that is Carlos Tevez. Starts the game at Boca, 19 years old. He's only valued at 2.2 million, so you could get him in an absolute bargain. So far, even on the game, when I haven't played any days yet, 5 goals in 6 games for a 19-year-old. So he's doing very well for the club. Now, obviously, everyone remembers him for his time at Manchester United and most recently, well, not most recently, but originally West Ham. He did come over to the club with Mascherano. Didn't really get a chance, but then towards the end of his career at West Ham, he was doing superb football, and then he got signed up by Man United. But Carlos Tevez, it's a shame he couldn't stick around in England because he was a quality player. He's obviously moved on. I believe he's happy wherever he is, but this guy is an absolute legend. If you want youth prospects, this is a guy to get. He's got great finishing ability, great dribbling, great technique. He's very determined, aggressive player. He's the type of player that you're going to stick on the pitch and you know that he's going to perform for you. And he's also got 18 for pace and acceleration. So make sure you sign Carlos Tevez, people. Now, from one striker that really did perform and exceeded, well, not exceeded, but he turned out as well as the game had proposed. This player that we're looking at now, Anthony Vitalik from Liverpool, he really did not turn out that way. And this is one of the very few times that Football Manager does get it wrong. Obviously, there was Freddie Adu, he never materialised. There's been other players, Mark Kerr. There have been players on the game that have been superb in the game. You've always bought them, but they've never really done anything in real life. And Anthony Vitalik is one of them. I'm not even sure what has happened to him because he didn't really get much of a chance at Liverpool. I don't believe this man actually scored a goal for Liverpool, and that led to him off. I believe he had like 5 loan moves to try and get some form to bring him back into the side so he could play, but he just never really done anything. He was never really scored goals. They ended up selling him to Le Mans, but he's like a club hopper. He just literally plays 1 or 2 years at a club and then he moves on. So I think he went to Auxerre and then Valenciennes. He even had some time in Greece at Atromitos, and most recently at Orleans in 2018. But despite his potential, and if you look back to his national team performance in the under-17s and under-21s, for the under-17s he scored 3 goals in 6 games, and for the under-21s he scored 5 and 4. So you would have thought this player was someone that would really develop, but it never happened. To be fair, one stat that Football Manager probably did get right was the fact that his finishing is 12, his strength is 9, determination 6. He's obviously not been very determined to improve himself. Composure 8 as well. Composure and finishing tie in together with the fact that he never really scored many goals. But one player we're going to look at next is one player that is the only Englishman on this list. He is a quality player, although he's played for some teams that I don't agree with. And this man is Wayne Rooney. He made his mark in real life on his debut against Arsenal. Everyone always scores against Arsenal. It doesn't matter how old you are, how crap you are. If you're making your first appearance, if you're playing against Arsenal for the first time since they got rid of you, you're going to score. It happens every time. Every single time it happens. And this guy, this is where he shone. This is where he came onto 4. He scored an absolute scorcher past David Seaman. Didn't have a chance. Absolute beauty of a goal. That's where he made his mark. And he just went onwards and upwards from there. Now, he had some good seasons at Man United where he scored a lot of goals. He had some bad seasons where he didn't score a lot of goals. But one thing you can guarantee with this player is that he was 100% determined. And as you can see with his determination here, he's got 18 for determination. His flair is surprising. He's at 20. He is very good. Good vision, good teamwork, good work rate. This is what Wayne Rooney is renowned for. Finishing 14, I thought that would have been better, but obviously we've still got time to develop. 19 first touch, good technique. Tackling I thought would have been higher as well because he did play a lot of time in midfield. And yeah, he was overall a very, very good player. One of the best Englishmen that's been around for years. And obviously, what can we say about Wayne Rooney? Wayne Rooney is an absolute legend. Again, disappointed that he scored so many goals against Arsenal, but someone has to, and he obviously took his opportunity. Now, we're going to now look at a player that's obviously... I've signed him on my 03-04 season, but I think he's gone now. And he's obviously made a mark for himself at Atletico Madrid and in the Premier League with Manchester City. But on this game, he's 15 years old. He's only worth £10,000. And he's contracted to Independiente. You know what I mean. Over in Argentina, very good player. For the under-20, he's done very well. 10 goals in 24 appearances for them. Currently for his current club at Independiente. Why can't I not say it? At his current club, he hasn't actually scored in 8 games. But remember, this guy is only 15 years old. His finishing's at 8. His pace is at 8. It's nothing really on there stands out apart from his aggression, his determination, and his flair. And obviously, those are all stats that will help him develop as the years go by in this game. So this is one player that you would sign for the long term. He's not going to play for 4, 5, 6 seasons, but this guy definitely got very high potential. And if you're going to be playing a save for longevity, if you're going to get 10 seasons out of a save, then this is one guy that you want to sign at the start, especially with that value of £10,000. Or even if you are a lower league club, sign him. Sign this guy because he could potentially get in your team straight away and help you get promoted. So, yeah, win-win situation. But if you're going to sign him for a top club, he's not going to play for a few years, but he will develop. Now, I did say I was going to do the top 10, but this is obviously included a couple more players. We're going to finish off with our 12th player on the list, and that is Kaka. He starts at Milan, obviously Brazilian, 21 years old. Very, very good player. Look at these stats. This guy really, really stands out. Lots of 18s, 17s, 16s. Everyone knows about Kaka. Everyone knows. If you haven't known, then make sure you check out some videos on YouTube, because this guy was magical. Obviously, at the start here, he's at Milan. He does have a second spell at some point with Milan after going to Real Madrid, where he scored on average 1 in 4, so not bad for an attacking midfielder. But he did finish it off his career in the USA with Orlando City. So I don't think he's playing anymore. I think he's retired now. He done very well there. Good for Brazil. Brazil national team, he scored roughly 1 in 3. I think it was 29 and 90 odd games. So very, very good player there. And yeah, a great player, a great player to finish off this list with. Guys, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. I wanted this one to be a bit quicker, so I hope I've managed to do that. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video is helpful to you. So obviously, sometimes I know for my purpose as well, I'll try and remember these players, and I just forget. I think of other players that I might have signed on the game and didn't really do anything. And one of the first names that comes to my mind is Kennedy Bakayoglu. He didn't really do anything in real life, but he's one of the guys that I always sign on the game because he just does really, really well. But obviously, like I said, I hope you like the list, guys. I hope it's helpful to you. If you've liked the video, then please hit that like button. If you're new around here, then please subscribe to the channel. I will be bringing out another video of teams to manage in the 03-04 season, as well as starting up the 03-04 Arsenal save as well, with our aim to try and win that Premier League title. And at some point, can we match the Arsenal Invincibles, or can we do better? Can we win more games than they did? But if you want to find out, then please make sure you check that out. Guys, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Hope to see you soon. Take care.